Hello and salut everybody. Welcome back to the channel Chatting with Nicole. We are just chatting here. If you have not subscribed, do me a favor and do just that. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. Do me a favor and subscribe, and also check out the rest of the videos out there. So I thank you very much for your support. Thank you for being here. I am super grateful for your support and for you being here and listening to me. So what are we chatting about today? I want us to chat about two topics today. I'm going to start with one important one that is affecting our young ladies and their family. And I have heard, I have few stories, and I don't want to, discuss the details of them, but I'm going to use two examples, and I'm also going to play a video of what actually is happening, literally happening right now with our young ladies. What I'm talking about is our young ladies on social media are getting tricked, getting catfished. Catfished. Catfish just means that they are online, on social media, and they are getting their, they are dating. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what kind of conversation that they are having, but they are meeting other people on the other side, on the other end, pretending to be maybe a teenager or pretending to be, in the same school as them. And they, these young ladies are sharing their personal information about their parents, about their family, their addresses, their likes and dislikes. They are sharing all these information, personal information, with this person they don't know, they have not met. The only thing they see is a picture. This person pretending to be, somebody else. So our young ladies are falling into, they are being a victim of this catfish. Simple examples for you. There was a lady, she was heading to work, and then she got lightheaded. She was feeling very sick, so she couldn't go. So she called out, and she called her daughter to go to the pharmacy and get her some medication. When her daughter left, somebody was at the door. She opened the door. There was this grown man standing there asking for her daughter. And, she was like, "Who are you?" She ended up calling the police, but the guy ran away. She called the police. When her daughter came back, she told her daughter, "Somebody was here looking for you, say so and so." And that's when she found out that she met this guy online. It's a young boy. She's assuming it was a young boy, but it was not a young boy. This was a pervert. This some kind of pervert trying to. Anyway, you see where I'm going with this. If she was not home, if that woman was not home, if she didn't get sick and she stayed home, imagine what was going to happen to this young lady. She was only 15. So she, now that after the police and, getting more information from her, we found out that she told her what time her mom leaves for work, how long she stays home by herself. So this man has all these information about her. He showed up. He could have killed her. He could have raped her. He could have done something to her. But God, saved this young lady and her family. That's one example. The other example is the family came back they went out, on a date. And they came back, and when they came back, they found this old man with their 16-year-old daughter. And the same way they were able to call the police, but it wasn't easy. He threatened them. He was violent. So that's just some of the stories that we are hearing that is happening with our young ladies. So what I want you to do, I want you to see this latest story that had happened. Unfortunately, it didn't end up like these two examples that I gave you. This is not just, a mother or a father thing. This is every single parent out there with young ladies. I would even go further and say, don't just focus on your young ladies alone, but your, young men as well. Now, so I'll let you check out the unfortunate latest story about this topic, and we'll continue.
Shocking story out of California tonight. Investigators say a law enforcement officer drove across the country and murdered the family of a teenage girl he catfished online. Gabe Gutierrez has what police are calling a warning for all parents.
Tonight, neighbors in Riverside, California are grappling with shocking details, each more horrifying than the last. A burnt-out home, a teenager abducted, a law enforcement officer killed in a shootout, and 3 beloved community members dead.
I'm so sad and sick to my stomach that, this would even happen.
Police now say that 28-year-old Austin Lee Edwards, a former Virginia State Trooper who'd most recently been working with the local sheriff's department, drove more than 2,000 miles to meet up with a teenage girl. Investigators say he'd obtained her personal information by deceiving her with a false identity online. That's known as catfishing.
What we do believe is, while he was contacting her online and digitally, that he was portraying to be a younger age, probably a teenager.
According to police, Edwards killed the girl's mother, Brooke Winnick, and grandparents Mark and Sherry Winnick, and set their home on fire. Then he fled the scene with the girl, who officials say appeared distressed. Sheriff's deputies tracked him down and shot him dead after he opened fire. The girl survived and is now in protective custody.
This should clearly be a wake-up call for all parents. You basically, as a parent, want your voice to be in your teenager's head, reminding them to be safe and not give out personal, private information.
You see, this is what is happening right now. It's very scary. So you have to talk to your children. You have to know what they are up to. You have to let them know they can't just trust anybody, no matter how they look, no matter who they claim to be. They cannot trust people. They cannot give out their information just like that. They have to be smart. They have to act smart. They have to be on their best guard, and they have to talk to you. They have to talk to you, and you have to talk to them. So there's no much to tell you about this. You saw what happened. You know what you need to do. I want to end this video with you hearing what the family members has to say about what we should do to protect our family, our young ladies. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for doing your best to protect your family, to protect others, and sharing this video so that more people can do the same. Stay safe and blessed, and I'll see you next time you see me.
Erin McLaughlin with their message to other families.
Come from this.
Tonight, from a heartbroken family,
Parents,
an emotional warning.
Please know your child's online activity.
3 members of Michelle Blandon's family were allegedly murdered by this man, a former Virginia State Trooper.
This horrific event started with an inappropriate online romance between a predator and a child.
Authorities allege 28-year-old Austin Lee Edwards first made contact with Landon's 15-year-old niece online, disguising his true age and identity, known as catfishing.
We believe he portrayed himself as a teenager.
Edwards drove from Virginia to California, allegedly murdered the girl's mother and grandparents, their house set on fire, then left with the teen. The suspect was eventually shot dead by law enforcement. The teenager rescued.
We don't believe at this point right now that she had anything to do with the murders.
Experts say to keep your kids safe online, have the conversation often. Explain that people might not be who they say they are. Monitor privacy settings in each app they use to ensure your kids' accounts are private.
Please, parents, guardians, when you are talking to your children about the dangers of their online actions, please use us as a reference.
The hope that one horrific tragedy may help prevent another.